What you think about when you're born into a fire. Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now.
Hey, hey.
'Cause we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away. Burn away, we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To play, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Whose birthday is it? It's nobody's birthday. Tired of hearing that shit, to be honest with you. You don't have birthdays around me. Okay. Okay.
And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack,
think that's it for the music. Birthday's my ass. I'm tired of that. Tired of that. Nobody's birthday while I'm here. What do you guys think about that? Huh? Let's roll the intro.
Hey daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Welcome, everybody. I am Will Bird. This is the Cold Beer Confessional. Thank you for joining us. That was Linda Binda. You can find her in a bunch of different places like TikTok, YouTube, Cameo. That was a cameo somebody got for me, and our new intro. Thank y'all for joining us. Had a little trouble making it to Ripcast. Today's the day that I go on Ripcast first with Tony and Corn Diff, and then come over to my stream. So I had a little trouble getting there, but I'm here. So there you go. Thank you all for joining us. Let me switch the cameras around. We'll talk about what's been going on. Okay, let's see what we got. So coldbeer.fund is back up. That's what's going on right here. Coldbeer.fund, coldbeer.fund. You can go there if you want to contribute to the show. That'd be great. I would greatly appreciate that. That'd be awesome. Help us through the tough times so we can keep the show for free, keep it going, keep everybody happy, what have you. You can do that at coldbeer.fund. Also, the links to my social media is there. Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, Facebook, TikTok, Rumble, Discord, and Bovada. Bovada being the website that I gamble on sometimes. I think if you sign up for Bovada, whatever you like put in, I get like like half of it. Or like if you put $20 in, they'll give me 10. If you put $100 in, they give me 50. I just use it for content mostly. I've only been on it like twice, but it's pretty fun. I play a Minesweeper game that a lot of people like to guess at. They've got like traditional slots, poker, and all that stuff. But that Minesweeper game is fun, and that the other one's called Thunder Run or Thunder Crush or something. It's like a space game. It's pretty cool. So you can check out Bovada. You have to click this link for it to count though. If you sign up, if you just go and click this link, like I'm gonna open it. It tells you how to sign in, and you can use like a debit card or whatever to add money to it. But I mean, they got all kinds of stuff. They're not paying me to say this, but it was a fun website. The few times we played it, we played Minesweeper over on TikTok, and it was a lot of fun. So you guys can go check that out. And then of course all my links. You can go to coldbeer.fund, coldbeer.fund. I think I told everybody that my niece ended up losing their. So here's what happened. They played Florida. I'm sorry. They played North Carolina and lost really badly. Then that meant put them in the losers bracket. So they went to the losers bracket to play the top team in the losers bracket, which was Florida. They beat Florida, which means they come back to play North Carolina again for the championship. And in a traditional tournament, they'd have to beat them twice. But in this tournament, it was just winner take all at the championship level. It's double elimination most of the tournament, but the last game is, winner take all. And they ended up losing there 3-0. But it wasn't nearly as bad as it was the first time they lost. They played really good. My niece had put down her favorite athlete was the quarterback, the new quarterback for the Tennessee Titans, Will Levis. They made him fill out like this questionnaire they kept showing during the game. And he actually sent her a message on social media, which was pretty cool. They did a really good job. That's the furthest they've been all the way to the regional championship. If they'd have won that last game, they would have went to the next part of the next set of tournaments. But it's all right. It's part of it. Win, lose, they played their hearts out, and I think they left it all there. It's just a better team. They couldn't have played any better game. It's just a better team, and for that day, and you have that. Some days you're on, some days you're off, some days whatever. But they did a really good job, and I'm proud of Lucy. I actually tried to get her to I was going to interview her like an athlete, you know, have her come on here, even if I had to pre-record it. But she was just too nervous, you know, teenage girls, I guess. In other news, motherfuckers are trying my patience today, so that's probably not going to end well for most people. But people get fucking trying. So we'll see how that turns out. There was a tree that fell. I don't know if you guys saw my post on here. We'll check it out. My post on Telegram. A tree fell where we live, and it I think it ended up hitting 5 cars, and I would say 4 of them's totaled. Luckily, one of them was a rental. It was a big ass locust tree, so it's obviously on top of this car. There's a truck here, another car there, another car beside it. Boom, the truck got hit pretty bad. The whole cab was crushed on it. This one's totaled. That one's totaled for sure. There's a zoom in on the truck. I bet you Mariah has better pictures than I do. But yeah, that's where I was at. That's why so we had like this crazy storm come through. And honestly, before the rain got here, it just like ripped down a fucking tree. Then it started raining. It was pretty crazy. But this is right where Bull and Mandy were camping. If they would have been here this week, it would have hit their car. They parked basically where this truck was all week. Well, maybe more like where this white car is, which it also hit that car. It hit all the cars. Big ass locust tree, basically split right down the middle. You can tell there was already, if I zoom in, you could tell there was already some kind of dead wood. Like this dark brown stuff has already been dead. That's basically like decay and dirt. But we've never had a tree that big come down, and we've lived there for, you know, a couple years. We get branches every once in a while, and sometimes there'll be like a branch down on the way home. But this was pretty bad. Now I was going to go there and clean it up and help out and get everybody out of there, but we ended up just moving everybody away from it, roping it off. And then tomorrow, when it's not supposed to rain, it's supposed to be in the daylight, we're going to have a tractor come in, some guys with chainsaws, and get rid of the motherfucker. A microburst. Yeah, that's the word I was thinking of, Chris M. I couldn't think of it. Mostly because I'm a retard. But yeah, it was a microburst that come through. And literally, it wasn't even raining when the tree fell. But then, like 2 minutes later, the bottom fell out of it. Most people were in the river. And literally, it took me like probably 30 minutes to get here after I heard the tree fell. I was at the office already getting ready for a show. And I heard the tree fell, and I was like, I better go help. Well, Mariah told me I better go help. So I went to go help. And then when I got there, there was still people just getting out of the river, like just coming down the trail. You know, they got out for the water or whatever. They didn't even know. Like the people whose car got hit, they didn't even know. Shit come in quick and was gone quick. Well, not the rain, but like we had lightning and rain for a while, but like the high wind part, it was just insane how quickly it came through. That is a massive tree, and you can't tell it right now, but it's leaning on another tree. And then right behind this tree that it's leaning on is an area called the Bowl, where a lot of people camp. It's like a little dip right there in the loop of the road. And so we had to move everybody's tents away from these two trees, this tree that's already fallen in the road, and then the tree it was leaning up against. So we got everybody moved, everybody taken care of. And there you go. It wasn't great. This is probably the best picture I got. My shit started fogging up. My lens started fogging up on it. But yeah, that's not a happy ending. It ripped the root and everything off. And there's still a bunch of pressure here too. You could hear it popping and cracking and shit. But yeah, this is what I've been dealing with. That's why I was kind of running late, and that's why I just now got here. I was actually at the office by like 3 p.m. today, but almost as soon as I got to the office, I got about to eat, came here, was eating. Mariah showed up for something, to get something or drops off something here at the office. And then when she was leaving, they called her and told her that a tree had fallen and they basically needed help. So that's what we've been doing. Pretty intense, I would say. Yeah, no one was injured. No one was hurt. Well, I take that back. One guy was apparently like walking through here when the tree fell. And he like, when the branches fell, he like stumbled and got a scratch on his arm. That was about it. What up, buddy? We lost power ourselves in mass tonight. Yeah, I lost power at the office for a little bit, and that includes internet because, you know, the modem or whatever. I would like to have, what I would like to save up and buy, which I might, is UBS. Is that what it is? Uninterruptible power, UPS, uninterruptible power supply. And basically, like, if I had an outage, even if it lasted like an hour, I could still power my lights and my PC so we could still stream through it and my modem. So like if you have, depending on how big a one you buy, it's basically like a battery system that it'll keep operating whatever you got plugged into it. And then even if we had an outage or whatever, as long as it was on the internet, the show would keep going until the power came back on. It also helps with like if you have like a servers or something that you don't want to like lose power or stream. You know, if you have a 24-hour stream or something, it helps with that because it doesn't let it go down. But yeah, it was pretty wild. Pretty wild little storm that come through. Yeah. We did some Scott Rogers watching last night on we did some Scott Rogers watching, but it ended up being on TikTok. Now I know not everybody has a TikTok because hardly anybody watches me there. We'll have like 10 people there when we go live. I like it. I wish more people would get a TikTok and come watch me when we go live there. I really like the way their live is set up and the stuff that happens. But if you didn't get to see it, I did do some recording. Let's see if I can find that. It'll take me just a second. Let's see. Okay, I recorded this. Now, I didn't get a lot of it, but basically what we figured out is actually, let's do this. We need to go to Scott Rogers and see if he's, I know he's done some updated videos. Basically what we figured out is someone asked Scott Rogers for a ride. He said no. Then she said, I'll show you my jubblies. Then he said yes. Then he kind of refused to get out of the car. She refused to get out of the car or something. Then I think she beat him up. Then they called an ambulance. So, lots been going on in Scott's world. Here's a little skit he did. Oh, audio.
In a blink. Breaking news. There's a robbery in a blink. Good thing no one's around yet. Town.
Now, the only reason he's wearing a shirt is because he's playing Clark Kent.
No one's around yet. Time for the spin.
Time for the spin. But he doesn't really spin because it makes him dizzy. Okay. Now, one of the best comments I think I found on this video said his kryptonite is Irish Springs. The soap, his kryptonite is Irish Springs soap.
All right, let's do this.
Maybe Q streaming will help. Thank you, Patriot Bound.
Oh, shoot. Get behind me, ma'am. What you doing?
Get behind me, ma'am. What you doing?
See me looking.
I was swing. That's right. Yo, Doc Tony, I just come off his show. Go check out Ribcast on YouTube.
You want to get on the live? I'll deal with these people. Just run to safety. What? Oh, God, sorry. Yeah, I don't want to rethink your options right now because
his shoulders do not look even. It's a camera trick. One is almost 3 foot away from you, so it looks more even.
Those don't work on me. How about this? Really? Kryptonite? I'm new improved Superman.
Oh, he's the new improved Superman. He's a new improved Superman, and kryptonite doesn't woke.
Found Superman's DNA when Lex Luthor tried.
So then he just rambles something that goes, found Superman's DNA when Lex Luthor tried. Then he never finishes that thought.
To get him, but nah. Made a belt. Give me one of his extra suits. I have no weakness.
Hey Derek, it's me. My captor was having a party last night. They were wearing sheets and it was like a yoga party. They were going, yoga, yoga, yoga.
What? Your captor was throwing a party and they were wearing sheets and saying yoga, yoga.
Hello, Derek. It's me. If you're gonna put me on a milk carton, my last name is Cumstain, pronounced Cumstain, and the spelling on it is C-U-M-S-T.
Hello, Derek. If you're going to put me on a milk carton, that was very good. Cumsteen, pronounced Cumsteen. C-U-M-S-T. Derek! Very good, Dono Clips. I appreciate that. We love Dono Clips. That is a cool fucking... Oh, by the way, before I forget, thank you very much to Shenananon sent out a donation while we weren't even live. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it.
There's kryptonite around? Hemp.
So he's the new improved Superman, and when there's kryptonite around, he helps. He's the new improved Superman, and when there's kryptonite around, he helps.
Right there, office.
Over there, office. So he showed up to a bank. His shoulders are nowhere near even. Look. His shoulders are nowhere near even. They're not even close. They're not even close to even. Look. Someone said, oh, his shoulders look even. Yeah, right. So anyways, he's the GMO Superman. That's right. And when there's kryptonite around, he's the one who shows up. Now, he didn't do anything at this bank robbery. He just showed up, told a Karen to shut up, and then he's like, over there, officers.
I'm new and improved, so anyways.
I'm new and improved, so anyways.
I hope y'all enjoyed that Karen meets Superman. When I turned, I really don't like spinning. It makes me dizzy, so that's why I paused it. And
well, how? So he says, when I turned, I don't like spinning. That's why I paused it. It makes me dizzy. But how is he going to do a full costume change during the spin without pausing it?
when flying, want to be careful because don't want to break stuff from my arm.
Okay, so when he was flying, when he launches and when he lands, he doesn't jump because he doesn't want to break shit in his room.
But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed it. It's been a very long time since I came, so yeah. New Superman. No weaknesses. What's up, you guys? I heard on the radio, that's how I looked up how to open one can of Coke with another.
Okay.
I looked it up.
Thank God.
This is
now, Threadflage Queen is the only one. Threadflage Queen is the only one who enjoys this tip here.
Actually, my first time doing this, so I got a real treat. They say do like this.
It's the only way to do it. Get up. Oh no, I got it.
Oh yeah, I did it. Oh yeah.
See,
that's pretty cool.
What I really wanted to show you guys, I know you've already seen it once, but he's actually confusing Superman and Thor. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with Scott, but you guys know who Thor is, right? The Thunder God. And Superman, who is Superman, he's been confusing the two because he dresses up like Superman, but he brings this fucking hammer with him everywhere he goes. It's kind of strange. I don't even know. I don't know what he's doing with that.
Everyone, this is my
Mjolnir in his
Superman
pants.
suit. And also,
here in a second, he's going to press the pause button with it.
My 7th birthday party was a Superman party. So, what do you think? So, how about it?
What do y'all think?
What's up, everyone?
What do you think about that one?
New Superman suit. And also, my 7th birthday party was a Superman.
The zoom was what makes it work. Did you miss the zoom? You want me to bring it back?
So, What do you think?
I've called Mariah 3 times to wake her up for the show. She must have fell asleep, and she told me she had to restart her phone the last time I called her, and she's still not here. I don't know.
So, how about
Westbound, don't act like you didn't like it.
what's up, everyone?
He brought his hammer with him.
Superman suit.
Look how uneven his hands. He's 2 humans. His hands don't even land at the same spot on his bodies. Yes, I said plural bodies because there are 2 different bodies here. One arm is a full 6 inches longer than the other one. The fuck are you doing? It's 2 different, one nipple here, one nipple up here. One shoulder here, one shoulder up here. He's got 2 different noses. Now, you can't do this. He's got one nose hole that goes up and north and south, the opening, and one that goes east and west. He's 2 different. His eyes are not at the same level. His ears are not at the same level. His hair growth is different on each side of the body, and nothing grows where the scar tissue is, where they stitched him back together. But come up with another fucking excuse to why this human can be so asymmetrical, other than he's been stitched together like it was 2 different humans. He's a science experiment.
And also, my 7th birthday party was a Superman party.
I want to hear about Mariah texting you. That's the motherfuckers trying my
What do you
patience.
think?
Thought about committing murder earlier today. Still thinking about it a little bit.
What's up, everyone? This is my new Superman suit.
Look at those abs. You don't get an 8-pack like that. To be more realistic, he would have abs on this side and no abs on this side.
7th birthday party was a Superman party. So, what do you think?
Can anybody look at anything other than his dick? I know I was pointing at different parts of his body, but can anybody look at anything other than his dick? He's gonna walk up and press the pause button with it. Boom, end of video. Why does he get so close?
What's up, everyone?
By the end of the video, you can't see anything but his dick and his tit. What is the point of this?
What's up, everyone? This is my new.
Happy 7th birthday, Scott. I feel like a new Chris Hansen video is coming. Oh, no. I swear that's Henry Cavill. Does he even read the comments? Scott is, this is a thirst trap. Why is it looking at me? Dude is smuggling grapes. Put the berries away, Scott. Bro is straight free balling. I came to read the comments. Knew this was going to be good. Let's scroll down to the bottom. See the really hateful ones. Lots of laughs, lots of eyeballs, lots of emojis. Thought you were actually Superman for a second. That is crazy about the resemblance. Famunda and onions. The smell. Nice. Oh my God, tremendous. Holy moly, absolutely love it. Looking superb. Superb. Are you pleased to see me? Scott, could you wish my friend Bubby happy birthday? He's a huge fan of you and the Wolfpack. Superman had a kryptonite overdose. The suit is fire. He got a new suit. Check it out. Fire suit. I'm crying. I'm laughing so hard. Finally, I feel safe now. It's like there is an even more bizarro Superman. Oh my God, the comments. That's awesome, dude. Love you, Scott. Love it. I was not prepared. Cuteness overload. What was that? Was that gas? Was that gas at the beginning? What was that sound? I don't know if you guys can hear the sound at the very beginning of the video. Let me go to the end. Listen when he first starts it. They're saying he shit his pants.
What's that about?
Why did Scott spend? Why did you spend 3 hours attacking Derek Jonathan? Everything he says is verified by legitimate documents and executive orders. Bullshit, Wally. You're a dumb motherfucker if you believe that. He misinterprets everything he reads. What does the word volley mean, Wally25? What does the word volley mean? If I said 3 volleys or 10 volleys or 100 volleys, what does the word volley mean? If you can't answer that, you're a stupid motherfucker.
Everyone, this is my new
You shouldn't be talking about it.
Superman suit. And also, my seventh birthday party was a Superman
On Rumble.
party.
Yes, I've read every document here on the live stream. He just doesn't understand them. When he says that Joe Biden gave away his power to 1855 A through E, you know what those are? He says it's the power to command the military. You know what A through E right? It really is. It's the power for the SecDef to give a report on ongoing military action to the Senate. He's lying about everything he says. No funeral, no turning over of the power. Donald Trump doesn't have any fucking hidden messages that you're really supposed to read. He went from Donald Trump would never run in 2024, that was just optics, and he was really giving us secret messages, to now cheering on Donald Trump in 2024, saying that he's going to win. Why would Donald Trump need to run in 2024 and win if he's still commander-in-chief? Wally. Stupid fucks. We've read every document right here on stream, even the one where he claimed that he was tortured, and that's how he got out of the military. Then he went back and deleted it. Do you need the documents? I can send them to you. Why did he delete the portion where he claims that soldiers who supported Obama tortured him out of the military? But the military won't vouch for that, so he deleted it. Why is he still claiming that he's going to go to Gitmo when the guy that fucking literally signs the papers that sends you to Gitmo laughed in his face and called him a conspiracy theorist and told him he had nothing to do with the media? Huh, Wally? You need those documents?
What do you think? So,
We've read every fucking document on stream. All right, let me play this. Let me play this video I got of Scott Wadgels. This is where I started recording from. I don't know. I didn't get the first part of it, but you can hear part of it here.
He ain't gonna let that man because you're responsible. You driving.
I know that.
All right, so as soon as this starts, there's already a fight going on here.
123 just resubscribed for 11
Exactly,
months.
Wally. You've got
Party face,
nothing.
party face,
You've got nothing,
party
motherfucker.
face,
You've got
party
nothing.
face.
So you're gonna put clown. His connection to Q countless times. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care if the motherfucker sucks Q's dick. It doesn't matter if none of it's true, you stupid fuck. You're a stupid, dumb fuck. So your argument so far is Donald Trump has verified he's connected to Q. Great. Q is a post on a message board. Trump isn't scared. He's probably too goddamn dumb to be scared at this point. He's laughing because he knows he's insulated. Insulated from what? He has the same Secret Service detail every fucking president has. Insulated from what? From the fucking, he picked up fucking 3 more charges? Or how about the fucking charges he's going to pick up out of Georgia? Which ones? Insulated. You have no arguments. Did you read the documents? Yes. Well, we'll just move on then. I don't want to talk about them. I just wanted to check and see if you read them.
He ain't gonna let that man because you're responsible. You driving.
I know that.
Yeah, you gotta chill out. Stop all that over. Chill out. That shit I was cool.
I know. Well, I told them to get out, and one of them went out.
You got me. Trump is dumb. Lamau, you're such an idiot. You got me. Bring some proof, you stupid fuck.
He ain't gonna let that man because you're responsible. You driving.
Are you out of your mind? Because you're responsible. You're driving.
Shit.
I'm the smartest person you'll ever fucking meet, Wally. I'm the smartest person. Take a good, hard, long look. I'm the smartest person you'll ever fucking meet, and I'm not even bashful in saying it. The smartest person you'll ever fucking meet. Promise.
He ain't gonna listen to mine because you're responsible. You driving. Yeah,
Are you out of your mind? You're responsible for your driving.
know that. I know that.
Yeah, you better chill out. Stop all that over and chill out. That shit ain't what's going.
I know.
Yeah.
What?
By the way, a woman screams in the back. He gave her a ride because he wanted to see her boobies. That's what she screams in the back.
I told him to get out, and one of them.
Well, here's how you can tell that these people are retarded. When was this supposed to all happen, right? Okay. Literally, these people keep getting let down and then support it more and more and more. Nothing's happening, and they support it more and more and more. Okay, Joe Biden was never supposed to be inaugurated. That happened. Wait. The electors were supposed to be overturned. That never. Wait. He was supposed to win in a landslide. That never happened. He was supposed to have it cleaned up by the next day. That never happened. He was supposed to get it fixed before the electors voted. That never happened. He was supposed to stop the electors from voting. That never happened. Joe Biden was never supposed to be elected. That never fucking happened. Or inaugurated. That never fucking happened. He was supposed to be back on March the 4th. He was supposed to be back right after that in April. He was supposed to be back by that summer, July 4th. He was supposed to be back that fucking fall, November. And now we've been 3 fucking years to basically like every few months, he's supposed to be back. And we're having 10 days of darkness and a broadcast and blah, blah, blah. Now Phil is to the point where he's like, there shouldn't be an election in 2024. But if there is, that means they secured it. Get the fuck out of here. By the way, that was Simasapien gifted a tier 1 sub to Chris M. They have given 114 subs in this channel. Damn. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. Gypsy Daisy resubscribed for her 11 months with some emojis. And Cindy B, 13 months, Amazon Prime. Thank you very much. And they support him more. Imagine, I used to make fun of Tennessee football fans. Okay? I'm not a Tennessee fan. I'm from Tennessee. I'm actually a Virginia Tech fan. I don't really watch anymore, but I used to be a big Virginia Tech fan. And every year they would say, this is our year. Brick by brick is what they would say. We're building back brick by brick by brick. And every year they would lose more games and more games and more games and more games. Like, imagine you're the president, because Joe Biden isn't real and he's dead and he's an actor and Trump's insulated. He's supposed to be back basically every couple months. And now you've went 4 fucking years and you're thinking, oh, but he's definitely going to win in 2024 because he's still the president for his 3rd term? Come on, Wally. Get it together.
I told him to get out, and one of them went out.
Make sure he's all right.
So Scott says, I told him to get out, and one of them went out.
I told him to get out, and one of them went out.
Make sure he's all right. I've been hearing this guy for 4 years.
You know Scott? No. This is Scott Rogers. TikTok super fan. 4th person super fan.
So he says, somebody off screen, it sounds like a black guy, said this is Scott Rogers, the TikTok super thing, or super man, super something, super fame maybe. Somebody in the chat said, what in the trap house is going on here? Very funny.
Somehow in the car with.
I was just.
Somehow, if Trump wins or loses, if every time something's been thrown up in Trump's face negative. So even if Trump loses, they'll somehow spin that to where he wanted to lose. He's got to let the deep state expose themselves again. And now we're going to move in any day now. You just wait. And then in 2028, they're going to be like, Trump's going to run again. It's his time. He's been president the whole time. These motherfuckers will be sitting around in 2050 saying, I thank God I believed in the plan. Oh, while their children are going to the cross-dressing academy saying, thank God Trust the plan. That's what I always say.
Me and her was just chilling. That's what our original plan. But I got who she's talking about. He just came over.
Scott, you supposed
Me and Ho was just chilling. She's my girl. But that girl she talk about, she just came in here.
to be visiting this lady, not running the streets.
I know. And I'm going to visit the lady.
He said, you're supposed to be visiting with this lady, not running the streets. I think some girl that actually is dumb enough to stick around to try to get some of Scott's fucking TikTok donations caught him with a hooker.
If you gonna come over here and visit her, you can stay at her house. You don't need to be out.
I know.
If you're going to come, did you just hear that? If you're going to come visit her, you need to stay at her house. You don't need to be over here picking up whores.
I know. And I'm going to visit the lady.
If you gonna come over here and visit her, you can stay at her house. You don't need to be out.
I know. I just, you know me. I have a good heart. You know me.
You know me, I have a good heart. And she said she would show me her boobies, which are kind of close to her heart. And I said, come on, girl.
I know that she's not over here doing the right thing.
I try to do the right thing.
I don't think that you did, Scott.
I know I
The
didn't.
right thing would have been over here to be with this.
I know.
And you can't have me in trouble because if anything happened to you, your partner know you over here, I'm going to be responsible. But anything could have happened. What if they would have went down there and harmed you, robbed you, took your car? You got to be careful. People.
I just, you know me. I have a good heart. You know me.
I know you, Scott. I know that she's not over here doing the right thing.
I try to.
He says, you're not over here doing the right thing. I know you got a good heart, but you're not over here doing the right thing. And he says, I try to do the right thing. I try to do the thing that makes my little Scott stand up.
Do the right thing.
I don't think that you did, Scott.
I know I did.
The right thing would have been over here to be with this.
I know.
And you can't have me in trouble because if anything happened to you, your partner know you over here, I'm going to be responsible.
And she even says, you can't have me in trouble. Your dad knows you're here. If something happens to you. He was out. He was supposed to be going to visit this lady, and he calls her his woman. I don't know if that's true or not, but he was instead picking up hookers.
But anything could have happened. What if they would have went down there and harmed you, robbed you, took your car? You got to be careful. People.
So what if they took you down there and robbed you and took your car? He was doing it for the doty. Girl, you know I do it for the doty. I think we should make Scott a rapper. Then he mutes himself. As soon as they start getting on him about you could have been robbed, you picked up a hooker, you wanted to see her tits, he mutes it immediately.
You can unmute Beard.
He's gonna get beat up.
He's going to get beat up. He's in some trap house trying to pick up hookers while he's supposed to be hanging out with some other hooker. He probably didn't pay none of them. He's giving them wides places, and he wants to see their boobies.
It was echoing really bad when
the way I do a Scott imitation is I just talk like baby talk, right? It's the same way I mess with Ollie all the time. Let me get them boobies, and I'll pinch his boob. Don't touch my boobies.
It kind of still is a little. I don't know why.
Then I always got to go get mommy's boobies. And he says, you're gross.
But yeah, I don't know what was going on, but...
Where'd Wally go?
They said he was trying to pick up a hooker.
Oh.
He said that he wasn't. They said he was trying to pick up a hooker. They said he was trying to pick up a hooker. They said he was trying to pick up a hooker. They said he was trying to pick up a hooker. They said he was trying to pick up a hooker. They said he was trying to pick up a hooker.
A lot of times he'll go, you're disgusting. Dad, you're so disgusting. What am I disgusting? touching mommy, saying that to mommy. You're disgusting.
Oh.
He was trying to pick up a hook.
He said that he wasn't. They said that he was. I'm like, yo, you're about to get smacked, bro. Someone's fixing to smack you.
He one time, I can't remember what I was doing. I think he come to lay in the bed and play on his tablet, and I already had my hand on Mariah's belly or whatever. And I just migrated up to the old Twin Peaks. Got me a little pincher on a little areola, and he goes, Daddy, you're acting pretty sus. I said, what? You're acting pretty sus. He's a little cock block, so he is.
He said he was just giving him a ride to me.
Nah, I think he was trying to get his little carrot.
He didn't even know that I was touching Mariah. We were just giggling about it or whatever. He goes, Dad, you're acting a little sus. He didn't even see. He had no idea what was going on. Obviously, I don't do sexualized things in front of my kid. The Mariah wasn't even facing towards him. Me and Mariah were just giggling about it, and I think I made a joke about it. And he's like, "You're acting sus."
Oh my god!
By the way, I was so proud of Ollie today. When the tree fell, Mariah put on her. Mariah, you can use the buy me or coldbeer.fun link now if you want to at Suko. When the tree fell, Mariah came out in her yellow rain jacket. So she's got like this, like a slicker, right? Like the Gordon's fisherman. And she put on her rain jacket or whatever and came out. And Ollie stopped her before she went out and said, "You look like Georgie from It," which is what I always call her. She looks just like Georgie.
Yeah, it's their live. We're waiting for Scott to come back and unmute.
Somebody said, "Yep, Reddit video number 2's coming soon. Scott got a hold of a hookle."
He loves the gas station ladies, I guess.
That beep right there was me because I was muted on my main mic because I was on TikTok, and that it's a reminder. Like, can you guys hear this? If I mute myself, I'm gonna mute myself and talk. I think it plays through the thing. So listen. That's like a reminder, so I don't get 30 of you telling me that I'm muted in chat.
Box.
Lose my fucking cool. I think it must be Ollie's never seen the movie yet. I think it must be like a meme. So he watches all these. He watches like YouTubers, and they have like meme clips, you know, instead of just pictures. And he learns what they're from, and he'll quote them all the time. He's funny. He's a funny kid. Uh-oh, Wisconsin.
He sure does. Yeah, Holly, I don't think you want to know what's going on.
Naughty's being naughty.
Oh, Holly might want to be in the box while Scott unmutes.
So they bring on Scott's girlfriend, Holly. And her name is I'm a Fraud Who Hacks Accounts on TikTok for some reason.
I guess she doesn't want to come in. Hi, Holly.
You see me. You not see me. Come on, later.
Hi, Holly.
You see me. You not see me. Come on, later.
Hold on, he boots in a second because we were joined again because it was fucked up.
Gosh, I can't deal with that.
Yeah, I've been kind of wore out this week. I weed eated for fucking like 8 hours one day, dug a fucking hole this week. I've done a bunch of shit trying to help the campground catch up on some of their maintenance because they kind of got left in a bind. But I've been trying. I don't know. It wore me the fuck out is what it did.
Request the box again, Holly.
Yesterday I took the night off. I just fucked around on TikTok for a little bit, maybe an hour, and then it was out.
Scott, you're still on mute.
I want to put a GoPro on the kids and let them float the river and just see what they do throughout the day.
A new credit video?
It's a sequel. Scott on Reddit 2. The kneeling continues. Ooh. Ooh.
I mean, I think he's okay. I don't really know what the paramedics do for situations like that, to be honest.
There he was. Oh, there's his head.
He just popped his head in the camera.
Ooh, Scott.
So that's Scott's girlfriend.
Well, don't go, Sam. Do not go.
I'm trying to see if that video is here. The one that says. Here it is. There's been a couple of videos come out with her in it that had to do with Scott Rogers. Here's one. Ollie and Scott, GTA characters. So somebody did it. They were in the car together one time. Somebody did it.
Batman. Let's fight crime. Let's fight crime. How about it?
Come in back. Scott Roger, in back.
Hey you guys, I'm just going to make the other day. I don't have my puppet with me, but I can still do their voice, Luke's voice. I'm just going to make the other day because they get shit, crappy people. So pulling up now.
So people keep making edits of them together. Because Scott doesn't like it. His men mentality. What is this? Bro dropped the hardest edit of these creatures and went unnoticed. What is this? Hold on.
You're really sick.
Oh no. 1,050. Thank you very much for the donation.
If the lion is the king of the jungle, how can he be the king of the jungle?
That's from Vern. Thank you. I really appreciated seeing your seeing you wear your shirt at work. That was cool.
If the lion is the king of the jungle, how can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is probably one of the biggest. He can't be the fastest because that's a cheetah. He can't be the smartest. So he's not the biggest, the fastest, or the smartest. So how does a lion become the king of the jungle? His mentality.
His mentality. That's right. His mentality. Yeah, I don't know how him and Holly got together or whatever, why this thing is going around that they're like a couple or whatever, but Scott hates it. He denies it. He doesn't like anything to do with it. She's not hot enough for Scotty. He comes back in a minute.
I care about.
Gets back released. So basically what the chat was saying that's making him mad is he thinks he's still dating Cindy and Wilville. They've been his girlfriend the whole time. So they're like, Cindy, wait till Scott gets off here and you can private message me or something like that. And he gets mad. It takes him forever to come back.
I feel like well.
I care about Scott Roger.
Oh, the paramedics are there right now. They're helping him.
Because Scott got beat up by a hooker and the paramedics had to come check him out.
He's a
The paramedics actually asked him to put a shirt on.
Oh, there he is. Finally, Scott. What the heck's going on?
We have movement. Hey, baby's back.
He's my baby back.
He's my baby back.
I know that. I was telling Christina. Christina's my babe.
Scott Roger, my baby.
Scott Roger's my baby.
I wish.
Mariah said something today, and Mariah said something today, and I was like, "Well, you know my motto," and she's like, "What's that?" And I said, "I love boobies. That's my motto. You got tits? Let me see them. Any of them. Baby back whips."
Oh, there he is.
What's going on?
I'm a tit chaser and baby.
Hey,
What's going on?
I'm okay.
What did they say though?
My blood pressure is a little bit high, but not much.
So I think this has to be like his neighbor's apartment, and I'm pretty sure they live in some like low income apartments, because it seems like everybody at his apartment's a fucking crackhead. So he's like, my blood pressure was a little high, and they told me to rest. Scott sleeps like 20 hours out of the day, by the way. No, buttholes are like second base. You got tits? Let me see them. Okay, good tits. Can I see your butthole? You can't lead off with a butthole pic. That makes you seem like a fucking psycho. I lead off with jubblies. Then I go to the old stink pit, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
And they also said just get some rest, you know?
Get some rest.
Yeah.
That hooker beat the hell out of you. You better go get some rest. Your blood pressure's a little high. We see that in hooker attacks. You better go get some rest.
Probably do need some.
I'm being respectful. At least I asked, you know. By the way, the paramedic said your blood pressure's a little high, probably because he's 5'4", 456 pounds. And he needs to get some rest. So what does he do? Chug a fucking Coke like a boss! Oh. What's that old saying? I pissed red, white, and blue. My doctor said it was probably pancreatic cancer. I told him, fuck off, you commie piece of shit.
Holly was about to cry. You had her so worried, Scott.
He don't care.
Like,
He goes, yeah. Now, this cannot be Scott's apartment because there's curtains. Usually this area would be inhabited by roaches.
Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to get off here.
Oh, don't leave, Scott.
Gizzy McBride just subscribed.
What's up, Jizzy McBride? Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it.
Why? I need to get some rest.
Because Holly's been waiting for like 20 minutes to see you. And you're going to come back and leave.
Those things are cool. Those things are cool, bullshiffer.
In like a minute.
Look, they said to get some rest. That's what I'm going to do.
And you can get some rest in like 20 minutes.
that's really time. You sleep a lot.
They even said you sleep a lot. Now listen, they're going to say something about Cindy, and he's going to freak the fuck out. Probably get my channel demonetized here.
I love my hair.
Do you still feel like hot and stuff or no?
Hey, Scotty, I love your hair. Do you still feel extra hot? Are you hot and bothered now that you got beat up by a hooker? This is going to be his new fetish, right? Now he's going to start asking those men in Louisiana to beat on him a little bit in his car. Then they'll take it to the bedroom. Scott just thought he was a big Power Rangers fan. Turns out he's into Transformers.
Yeah, sitting is resting technically.
Yeah.
Sure is.
I know, I care about Star Roger so much. I care about him.
Sandy, when he leaves, we can talk to each other again. Fucking Barry says that in the chat. Now, that's what they're going to say to Scott. And someone said sitting is resting, of course, but it's going to be bad.
Yeah, that's fine. I know he appreciates it a lot.
Yeah.
Cindy, when he leaves, we can talk to each other.
Here we go.
You gotta lie down and keep the sky. You know you got that meeting that your services.
So he unmuted, but the crackhead that was there with him was talking. Now fucking Barry joined the chat. He just said, Cindy, when he leaves, we can talk. Now fucking Barry's gonna get him riled up here. He tries to unmute, but the crackhead was talking about something. It's hard to understand what she says. I can back it up just a little bit so you can hear it.
To each other.
You gotta lie down and keep the sky. You know you got that meeting that your services. I don't know, get a pizza.
Huh?
They don't deliver. They say ain't no delivery.
Oh, damn.
Hey, Cindy.
Cindy, when he goes to bed, we can just message again.
So he says it out loud. Cindy, when he goes to bed, we can just message again. Now, Cindy's in the chat and says, at fucking Barry, he may not remember. He's high. Hi, Holly. Cindy's agreeing with him.
Do not talk to her. Then I tell you.
We twacked it. Take it back. We twacked it. We twacked it. You can't talk to Cindy. She's my girl. We twacked it. We twacked it.
Do not talk to her. Didn't I tell you that, Tony? You need to get the fuck out of here.
I mean, you told me, but we don't have to listen to you.
That's right.
No, that's my woman, bitch boy.
I asked her first.
No, you didn't, bitch boy. Bye, bitch boy.
Why is he a B-boy?
That's not really a nice word.
I got mad.
Somebody in chat spelled it. We twacked it. They spelled it as one word. It's here. I'm gonna put it in our chat. Ready? That's how he says it. Let me see. Did I spell it right? I'll put it in Rumble too. Hold on. It's one word. We twacked it. We twacked it. What now? You better we twacked it. Let me throw it in Rumble chat too. There's some people over there watching. We twacked it. We twacked it. What now? He's a twole. They called him a bitch and left.
That's not really a nice word.
Why is he a B-boy?
That's not really a nice word.
I got mad.
So he says, you're a gay ass, woke ass bitch. We twacked it.
He got a little aggressive.
Very angry.
Oh, I misspelled it. It's actually this way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come in here, Cindy.
I only misspelled it.
Come in here, Cindy. What?
I'm gonna go. He might come back.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll get off
I don't think he comes back. I quit recording. My phone was about to explode, so I quit recording. I cannot believe this. This is free. I can't even believe it. This whole app is free.
How to fight. How to fight.
Let's see. Did we get any more Scott content from Mark? I don't know. Hold on. I'm looking. Not yet. Nothing else must have happened because he usually. Oh wait, they got a screen recorder block now, don't they? He usually screen records pretty good. We did have this major update for those that are fans of the revaluation. Anybody a fan of the revaluation? Well, I got some good news for you. And this is why you should be following these weird ass fucking Telegram accounts about revaluation. It's happening. Things are happening. We're getting close.
Okay, guys, I'm traveling again. This is Chance McFadden. And listen, this is a reason right here. This call is the reason why you should be checking my Telegram page every day, 2 or 3 times, because you're going to get the breaking news that nobody on YouTube, nobody on these other platforms have. Here it is. You ready for this? This is world shaking.
Okay.
Tomorrow, sometime in the afternoon, around 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock Eastern times, 2 o'clock Central, something like that. Basel III is going to be announced and GESARA is going to be announced. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Basel III compliance for all banks is being initiated, and GESARA is being initiated. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Everything I said in last night's video is coming true. Welcome to your new world. I'm glad I could be the one to introduce you to it. God bless you all. I love you. Bye.
God bless you all. I love you. Bye. So there you go. Basel III compliance. Basel III compliance is coming. And GESARA. Now I need to add this to my troll TikTok accounts. For sure. I need to add this and make sure everybody knows it's coming like a train. So apparently, from what Mark's been telling, first of all, let's talk about this lady. Hold on.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, moose knuckle. Let's see me a wild meese. That was a couple mooses, I think. Like they were snuggled up to each other. What the fuck was that?
2, 3, 4.
Why is all that friction, man? She's liable to start a fire.
1, 2,
it's like
3, 4.
Look at that. That can't be real, right? It's prosthetic or something. Camel toe Wednesday. Somebody told her to haul ass, she'd have to make 2 trips. This is our friend Jill.
If I had a corporate job, I would just wear this. Because who's gonna stop me?
Huh. Well, there's a canyon like that in Arizona. Yeah, the Grand Canyon. Oh, Pussy Lip Place, I think so it's called. Something like that.
Three ways to stress less: have sex, do it again, and again.
I don't think she speaks English. She's using other people's audio. It's our friend Jill.
Do I like what?
Cream pies.
What?
Cream pies.
Cream pies.
Yes.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Do I like what?
Okay.
Cream.
Now we know. Oh, we got a downstairs view. I wonder why her content does so good on TikTok. She's got really amazing content. I can see that she's went through the.
I see them reverse. Got a bone and dick and ride this shit like a Camaro.
I can't fuck with no. You can't touch this. Hey, bitch, I do rich shit. Mama
She's doing all this research.
Hey, walk with a limp.
Research.
People sound way too full of myself. You're right, and I ain't even made it to dessert. Shake what you thought that. People say,
yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
Look at all the work she puts into these shows.
in New York, I'm in New York. Riding in my socks. Running from a and I shoot at
You're just posting that for attention. Yeah, obviously, bitch. What else would I be posting it for?
Okay.
all of these diamonds in my buying bitch. That's how I sound when I hit. Hands on the floor. Go on, put your hands on the floor. Hands on the floor. 3 points, hands on the floor. Hands on the floor.
Oh my God.
Diamonds in my buying bitch.
I don't think she had enough ass to do that last move.
Hands on the floor. Hands on the floor.
She kind of looks like a starving prisoner of war has been chained to the roof. I think she messed up that last move.
I'm not wearing any socks. And I have the panties to match. Watch this. Watch this. You ready? Baggy. Boom. Watch this. Watch this. You ready? Baggy. Boom.
Let's see all the thirsty comments. Wow. You're looking absolutely fabulous. Nice. Boom. Thanks for the little peek. I played it 3 times. Now it's ingrained in my imagination. Sweet. Now that is super nice. Lovely. Wow. I like that track. What a magnificent magic trick. Beautiful. Nice. Perfectly and lovely. So precious. So beautiful. Very nice indeed. Wow. Lovely. Fabulous, Jill. That's definitely sexy magic. These are somebody's dads. Who is this guy? This is somebody's fucking dad.
Put that thing all on my face. Do what I say, what I say.
Oh, he's got other issues. Look at the ADT sounds of the yard. He kind of looks like he's.
¿Qué hace un perro con un taladro? No lo
He's got the
sé.
same earrings as Phil.
Está ladrando.
Watch
Damn.
this. Watch this. You ready?
What's this? You ready?
Baggy.
Boom. Boom. She's not even doing the trend right. What is this? Is that just her panties? Mr. Boombastic. Okay. Windows startup sound. Error.
Your girl so fine, but her breath is like woo. She say she wanna dance, but she don't know how to woo. I'm iced out, ooh, looking like a star. Woo. Her name is Jenny, ooh.
I wish
don't
God
have
would
no
make a video
panties.
like this.
Your girl so fine.
Christ, what is wrong with people? One guy in the chat said, I'd suck her dad's dick just to get a taste of the original recipe. What the fuck? Oh, man. Jesus Christ. These people are thirsty. These people are... I made that up. No one said that in the comments, but I heard it as a joke one time and thought it was funny. I'd suck your dad's dick just to get a taste of the original recipe. I've said it to Mariah before. So you have that. All right, back to Mike Penny, I guess. So Mike Penny has apparently a new intel source, and it's not good. First of all, there's a rumor going around. Okay, there's a rumor going around, and this was from a long time ago. I saw it like months ago at least, because I remember seeing it. That Gnet has fucking, I guess, that Gnet is the one who like spilled the beans to fucking about Pebbles, and I don't believe that for a minute. So Phil sent an email that says, Jeanette Gary, who also shared Tara Drucker info with me, this caused me to drop my lawsuit against her. She's playing with you guys. So this is a lie. The reason Phil dropped his lawsuit is because he could never serve Jeanette. Phil tried this same shit, and it was basically when everybody was attacking KDJ. So I'm not sure if it's honestly to protect KDJ or if it's just to throw a little more turmoil into the people that hate him. He tries to break up the people that hate him because he thinks it makes him look better. It doesn't, but that's there. Take your hand and punch your face. Oh no, we need more Scott for the ladies. They're drying up. That's for sure. I feel like we need more Scott. So Mike Penny has a brand new source. And it is a fucking wild. Oh, I didn't even see that Oppenheimer thing. I'm gonna download that. I want to see that. Has a new intel source, and the guy is just like a crazy Telegram channel.
Underground. They were here before we were. Next question.
What calendar are we on?
We're working off the Gregorian calendar. The military's working off the Julian calendar. Go ahead, next question.
If I have them.
The Julian calendar really has nothing to do with anything. I've showed you that before. All it is like it's just numbered days. There's no months. So January 1 would be 1. January 2 would be 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 365. Now the Gregorian calendar, not Gregorian, the Gregorian calendar, like Gregorian calendar is a solar calendar. It's 12 months with 28 to 31 days. It's a calendar we use, right? 365 days, blah, blah, blah. The Julian calendar is literally nothing. It is just the days numbered from 1 to 365. The only time I've ever used it in the military, I've been over this before, is when we basically put the what do they call it? They call it putting the something in the radios. But it's basically to link up the radios with this little tablet looking thing you got that encrypts our radios. And the way we do that is like if it's let's say it's the 152nd day of the year. If I put 152 in mine and you put 152 in yours, we get the same fucking encryption on both of our radios. We can talk to each other. SKL, thank you. We get the same encryption on our radios. We can talk to each other. And that is the only time I've ever used the Julian calendar in my life in the military. Is when you're putting the encryption on the radios. It's part of your pre-check before you go out on a mission. You encrypt all the radios. Sometimes they'll have a guy from like maintenance or whatever come and do it from like the comms department. He'll come out and do it. A lot of times they're behind, so you do it yourself. You give them the device back. You do a radio check before you leave, and that's the only time I've used it. I don't think I've ever seen it anywhere else. It's simple. I mean, it's, you look up, so there's like conversion charts, which I would have to use all the time. I don't know what August 19th is in the fucking Julian calendar, but there are charts. So if we go to Julian calendar and just click it, let's see, August 19th would be day 200. That's Mariah's birthday.
Go ahead, next question.
If I have them left to me by my late son, who can I contact for redemption?
Go ahead,
we didn't back up enough. Hold on.
Military's working off the Julian calendar. Go ahead, next question.
If I have them left to me by my late son, who can I contact for redemption?
Go ahead, next question.
So I'm assuming like they have something left to her for her late son, and it says redemption. It must have been some type of bullshit. Like what to do with Nassar, Gassar, reevaluation, Dinar, or whatever. There's something else that's kind of been blowing my mind. Shelly Mullinax. You guys remember crazy fucking Shelly that was on the tour bus with Tanner? Remember Tanner and Shelly? And Shelly went crazy and went home. And then she made those Facebook posts about the ladies from her church were being mean to her, acting like she was crazy or whatever. That's still going on. She's still around. She still does her own thing. Shelly, she's still as crazy as ever. And one of the things she's been doing lately is she thinks that's the negative 48 death. He died at a motorsports park. We have one close to me called Dallas Ricker, and it's like a dirt park, right? You can bring side-by-sides, four-wheelers, dirt bikes. Mostly dirt bikes are there. There's a motocross and a supercross track, plus there's a bunch of trail riding. There's a bunch of obstacle riding. It's just real fun to do it. She thinks that it was a setup and the Black Hats killed him. So she has now received the 911 call and made it public. Here it is.
Wabash County 911.
Hey, Roger at Middle Valley, and there's a guy been out for like 3-4 minutes. He's breathing, but it's struggling with it. He's out, though. He's out cold.
Okay, where's he at?
He's in the back here, back of the track here.
Okay.
I'll have to give him a ride out.
So they got a guy. He's been out 3 or 4 minutes. They're calling 911, and he's not coming back. So I'm assuming they come up on him and thought, oh, he's knocked out. No one saw it happen. They admit that. He's knocked out, and they tried a couple minutes to, like, wake him up. Of course, if you just found someone passed up, you'd be like, hey, buddy, hey, wake up, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And if they don't wake up, then you call 911. This sounds completely normal. You don't immediately see someone on the ground and start dialing 911 if you didn't see the accident or you didn't see the crash or something. You think maybe they just knocked themselves out. Maybe they're laying there. Maybe they can tell you what's wrong. But she is hung up on the 3 to 4 minutes thing.
For like 3-4 minutes. He's breathing, but it's struggling with it. He's out, though. He's out cold.
Okay, where's he at?
He's in the back here, back of the track here.
Okay.
I'll have to give him a ride out with the side-by-side.
Okay, so you meet him on the parking lot then?
Yeah, yep.
And you're at the Middle Valley, not the Spring?
Yeah, right.
Okay, I'll send him that way. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, have him. No, I didn't see it, but have him hurry if you can, because he's out.
Okay.
Okay.
He's even trying to rush him. Have him hurry if you can. He's out. Well, 911 dispatchers don't ever seem concerned. They hear this all day long, and probably a bunch of it's bullshit or over-exaggerated shit, I should say.
Yeah, bye.
So he says, yeah, bye. And then we get this tape. I think this is the second one.
Emergency Communications, Terry.
Hey, Wabash County Sheriff's Office calling. Can mail 1 fly?
Sure. Let me see.
Mail 1, they're calling an air support. I don't know what you guys call it where you're from. We call it wings here, Metafly, Life Fly, all those different things.
Yeah, they're green. Where do you need them?
Meadow Valley Motocross. It's going to the address going to be 29.
Green, obviously good to go. Green to green is when you're like good to go. All your men are accounted for. All your supplies, everything's ready to go. He says they're green. Where do you need them? Gives them an address.
Yeah, they're green. Where do you need them?
Meadow Valley Motocross. It's going to the address going to be 29311 Highway 60. Got a gentleman in a motorcycle accident or motocross accident found breathing but not responsive.
So now you're going to hear this dispatcher or operator, or whatever you want to call him. He's going to say, oh, is that close to this, close to that, blah, blah, blah. What he's doing is they already have areas. So they already have areas they know they can land. So if someone's going to transport the guy anyways, which the other guy said, I'm going to have to drive him out of here. They already have fields they know they can land. They've landed here before. They've landed there before. And they would rather hit one of those spaces if they can and if it's close enough. Now, if they can't, they will have, I've actually done this. I used to work with I wasn't paid, but I helped out with a volunteer fire department for a while when I was in school. And we would just, especially at night, we would find an empty area big enough that I think they needed like 60-foot round or something. And we would park all of our cars facing inward and turn on the headlights to light up a circle, and they would land in that circle. They're usually pretty good. You got to be careful with them, though. I'm sure they have to be careful because a lot of people will lead you in and not even think about power lines and shit. Typically, a helicopter can land straight up and down, but they don't. It's a lot harder to control that straight up and down. A lot of times they'll come in almost like a runway approach until they get real close to the ground, and then they'll set it down. So you got to be mindful of like trees on the direction of approach. If you can get them on the radio, a lot of times you can tell them like come from the south, come from the east, it's clear to the west. But they're going to confirm all that too. They'll fly around the landing zone. They'll look. They'll mark any power lines. They'll get lower and lower. At night, it's incredibly dangerous. At night, it's incredibly dangerous. Actually, I used to hear a story all the time about the Iraqi invasion that they like raised their telephone poles and wires up before the invasion and painted their poles like black to try to get them to blend in to take out helicopters.
One second here. Is this going to be maybe like a Lake City address? Yep. Kind of over by CS H9 to the east of that? Yep. Okay. And you said male found down possible motorcycle accident? Yes, that's correct. I got SPAC 3 reserved. And who's ground contact? We'll do Wabash County Sheriff's Office 512, Deputy 512.
So he said, who's appointed contact? So on the ground, they're going to call for somebody, appointed contact. And he just says Deputy 512. That's probably the first one he dispatched this to. He'll be the first one arriving there, probably.
All right, so 29311 State Highway 60 over by Lake City for male found down possible motorcycle accident. SPAC 3, Wabash County, Deputy 512. Yep. All right, we'll give you a holler once they lift. Thanks. Bye.
They reconfirm everything. The address with the condition, the mail, the point of contact, the locate, everything's reconfirmed, of course. Don't want to make a mistake, especially if like it's life and death. You don't want to send the helicopter out the wrong way, and there you go. When I was in the military and we would call for a helicopter, we would, one of the things we would do, there's a certain way to call in for it, especially like if you have injuries, there's just something called a 9-line. And a 9-line is everything they need to know for a medevac. And it's literally 9 lines. So line 1, I'll try to remember this. Okay. It's been a long time. Line 1 is location and pickup site. Line 2 is call sign and frequency. I know those for sure. Line 3 is number of patients, and you put them in triage. So you have A, B's, and C's. A's are urgent, so they need extreme medical attention, 2 hours or less. B is priority. That's usually 4 hours or less. C is routine. They just need medical attention within 24 hours. Line 4 is for any use of special equipment. And those are A, B, C, and D, I think, as well. And the A would be none. B is hoist and basket. C is extraction equipment, like we can't even get to them, or extraction, like they're stuck in a car, like Jaws of Life. And D is if they're going to need a vent. They're going to need a ventilator. Line 5 is number of patients and types. So you have litter patients and ambulatory. Litter patients would be you just say the number, like 3, 4, 3, 7. Litter patients have to be littered out. So people have to carry them. Ambulatory means they can walk. Line 6 is security at the pickup site. So it would be security and enemy action. And you got N is no enemy. Fuck. N is no enemy. P is possible enemy troops, which tells them that they need to use caution. E is enemy troops in the area, which gives them even more caution. We know there's enemy troops here. And X means they need an armed escort. Hey, you're coming in under fire, and you're going to need an armed escort. Line 7, fuck, I'm going to mess this up. Line 7 is how to mark the LZ, the landing zone, I think. And it would be, it's A, B, C, and D as well. Maybe there's an E for other, but A is panels, like big panels you lay out that basically look like big arrows. B is pyrotechnic signal, so some type of flare or something. C is smoke, and this is the one I was trying to get to. C is smoke. You never give them the color of smoke. Why? Because the enemy could be trying to get them to land there, or someone could just be using a smoke grenade. So you tell them smoke on the 9 line, and when they call you back, they confirm the color. So if I use blue smoke and they come back and they say, we see your smoke, color blue, bravo, blue. Then I know that they're at my smoke and not enemy smoke or not a fire or not someone using smoke for cover or concealment, not cover. Someone using it for concealment. So you never tell them the color of smoke. They'll confirm that. And they'll find their own area too. I mean, they'll search for everything and power lines and trees. It's not uncommon for us to fuck something up on the ground. Line 8 is who the patient is. I don't remember what they call it. But A is U.S. military, B is U.S. civilian, C is non-military, or I'm sorry, C is non-U.S. military. So like if you have an Afghan national or something. D is non-U.S. civilian, so we got a local for some reason. And I think maybe E is there for prisoner of war, like a wounded prisoner. And then line 8 is, oh, shit. I can't remember what line 8 is. No, I'm sorry. Line 8 was not line 9. I'm on 9. Line 8 was nationality. Line 9 is line 9 is if there's any nuclear NBC. So you have or terrain. So if you have any type of nuclear, biological, chemical, then or if there's a weird terrain feature like we're in a swamp, or we're in the bottom of a mountain pass, or we're right on top of a fucking hill, or we're something crazy like that, where you're landed on an extreme bank, which you probably wouldn't do, but there you go, terrain. I think that's the 9 line. That's how the military does medevacs, and there's a company called 9 Line Apparel, and that's what they're named after. But yeah, anyways. They know this information. They reconfirm this information. They repeat it back to you because they need to know where the fuck they're landing. Now, Shelly does not like any of this. Let's see her post if we can find them. What does she say? She says, bullshit, Roger, bullshit. 911 doesn't hang up that fast, and I don't think they hang up until help arrives. Sometimes 911 will say, I'm going to stay on the line with you till we get officers there. That's if you're like an immediate threat or danger. There's somebody broken into your house. Someone's got you at gunpoint. Someone's holding somebody hostage, something like that. But sometimes they do. I mean, they got other priorities as well, but sometimes they'll hang up. Then we get this. It says, thanks you so much for these recordings. Could you please expedite the police report for me? This is her emailing them. The police report for me. I need ASAP. I believe Roger Dykes is the individual in the harm. I believe Roger Dykes is involved in the harm of Michael Brian Protzman. I believe he's a hired hitman. There were threats on his life, Negative 48's life. There were threats on his life, and I believe for him to wait 3 to 4 minutes before calling 911 is neglect with 3 exclamation points. Listen, I've seen a car wreck and gotten out to check on people, and it's been longer than 3 to 4 minutes before I called 911. Imagine just finding somebody passed out. You don't know if it's heat. You don't know if it's exhaustion. You don't know if he's taking a fucking nap. He could have had a stroke. Could be anything. 3 to 4 minutes before calling 911 is neglect because he's a hired hitman. I believe that this is not his first person for this to happen to. I believe that the motorcycle was tampered with, and that Negative 48 did not have any brakes. Negative 48 did not have a bike to ride, so the bike was not his. So apparently he borrowed somebody's bike, or maybe they even have the thing that you can rent it. That typically doesn't happen, probably because of liabilities. But I'm sure there's somewhere you could probably rent a bike and ride it, I guess. It says, I received a text that he was taken care of. This is not okay in his murder. So the best I can figure is someone sent Shelly a text saying he's taken care of, like he's been taken to the hospital, because he was on like life support and shit for like a few days. And like his followers are like, oh, he's gone over to the other side, blah, 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 all this weird shit, new age shit. So she received a text that said, you know, Michael is taken care of. And she thinks that's somebody telling her that she's been assassinated. Yes, he said, so that's what I figure, Truth or Roast. He came up on this guy unconscious, but he's the owner. So someone called the owner, I'm sure, and when he shows up, he's like, what's going on? They're like, this guy's been out for a couple minutes. And he's like, okay, I'll call 911. Because someone had to stumble upon him right after it happened. No one saw the accident. And then they probably called the owner. It wasn't the owner that stumbled upon him. I'm almost positive. That seems very unlikely to happen. So I would say somebody called the owner, called like sent somebody to get the owner, sent somebody to the front desk or something. A lot of people, no one I know rides with their cell phone. Like if you're hardcore riding dirt bikes, you're gonna fucking fall and crush it, drop it out of your pocket, lose it on the trail. So I'm saying they probably sent a runner, or they probably went and got the owner out of the office, or went to the office and got somebody. He comes upon it and it's like, hey, you guys found him? What happened? They're like, oh, he's been out for a couple minutes. So he calls 911 immediately, I would think. Hearing this tape, I know Roger Dykes to be involved in the murder of my friend. And this is the same email where she requested the 911 call. So now we're going to re-listen to it. You tell me if hearing this tape, you know that Roger Dykes murdered him.
Wabash County 911.
Hey, Roger at Middle Valley. I need there's a guy been out for like 3-4 minutes. He's breathing, but it's struggling with it. He's out though. He's out cold.
Okay, where's he at?
He's in the back here, back of the track here.
Okay.
I'll have to give him a ride out with the side by side.
Okay, so you meet in the parking lot then?
Yeah. Yep.
And you're at the Middle Valley, not the Spring.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, I'll send him that way. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, have him. No, I didn't see it, but it's kind of have him hurry if you can, because he's out.
Okay.
Okay.
If he murdered him, do you think he'd be like, have him hurry, guys? He's unconscious. I don't know. You think they think that's the sound of a murderer, a hired hitman? And how did they hire a hitman, and the hitman just happened to own a motorsports park? We know he's going to show up there one day. Does he sound like a murderer to you? Let's listen to it again. I'm an asshole.
Hey, Roger, Middle Valley. I need there's a guy been out for like 3-4 minutes. He's breathing, but it's struggling with it. He's out though. He's out cold.
Okay, where's he at?
He's in the back here, back of the track here.
Okay.
I'll have to give him a ride out with the side by side.
Okay, so you meet in the parking lot then?
Yeah. Yep.
And you're at the Middle Valley, not the Spring?
Yeah. Right.
Okay, I'll send him that way. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, have him. No, I didn't see it, but it's kind of have him hurry if you can, because he's out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Bye.
Sounds just like it, guys. I think we know what happened. Then we get this. People commenting to Shelly. It says, Shelly, standing for the truth and justice once again. None of the other nimwits who had their noses up Michael's ass for months on end have shown to us that they have taken action. Gee, I wonder why. And someone else says, thank you, Shelly, for having the fortitude to do what others lack. You're a badass R&R Ranger. I'm sorry, warrior. I just added Ranger because it started with an R, maybe. Then she says, I requested these recordings from the 911 office in Wabash, Minnesota, the front police department. Waiting on the police report. Where is the bike? I want the bike to be looked at. Put the pressure on the Wabash Sheriff's Department to investigate. And gives out their fucking number. Gives out their number. Then she says, does Kelly have the bike? Does Roger have the bike? Evidence destroyed? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Neglect on Roger. Neglect on 911 dispatch for not staying on the call and telling Roger not to move him, for starters. If he needs medevacs and they're in a remote area, who the fuck's going to come get him? Yes, typically you shouldn't move anybody with a neck or head injury. But what if you're on the side of a fucking mountain that you can't even describe where the fuck you're at, much less get a four-wheeled vehicle there. He said he's going to have to take him out on a side-by-side. The ambulance is not coming there. The fucking helicopter's not going to land there. They have to get him to the parking lot, you fucking retards. What were they supposed... What were they supposed to do, I guess? So he's dead. He really died. I know these idiots are gonna claim that like she didn't, but yeah, he died for sure. Meadowview Valley Motocross Death Trap, 369. They're doing gematria on a Meadowview Valley Motocross Death Trap is 369. Ooh, that is not good. That is not. Who has the bike? 29311 Highway 60 is 157. Reduction 121. Reverse 184. Reverse reduction 103. One word, 7 letters. 17, boom. S packed, 3 reserved, 158. Reduction 68. Reverse 253. Reverse reduction 91. 3 words, 15 letters. This is getting wild here. Is this just the same ones posted again? It looks like it. Hold on. That's the first call.
Wabash County 911.
Yeah. I think it's the same one too.
Emergency communications, Terry.
Yeah. Pray, it's powerful. I stand with Trump. Kick ass. Jesus, we need you. The man that owns CTI, the transport business, I have been telling y'all about Chris Frick's stepdad. And it says something about Max Brannan's and Sons, an obituary here. Hold on. Let's see what this obituary is she's trying to show us. Charles Baxter Prater. Charles Baxter, 78, Plainville, Georgia, departed his heavenly home. 3:45 p.m. Thursday, July 20th. Had a great life, blah, blah, blah. He was in Gordon County. He survived by his wife, Chris Fricks. And his wife, who's Chris Fricks? I don't even know who the fuck that is. It says the old bit is full of bullshit. He was an evil man and people were scared of him. This must be from her hometown. Don't she live in Georgia? That must be something from her hometown. And it says, all the bullshit stops here, Kelly, 351. Thank God that's a 351. Positive words with Kelly added at the end. The end isn't for everyone. Kelly, bye-bye. Shelly is on everyone. Hallelujah. It's biblical, y'all. Where we go one, we go all. Hallelujah. Amen. Extra, read all about it. So complete thank you all, 263. The plan to save the world, 263. Operation Not Rise Day, 263. Secret Service Special Agent, 263. The U.S. Special Agent Kennedy, 263. The boy who became a special agent, 263. John's code name is Timber Lark, 263. If you know, you know, 263. 107 is Timber Lark, 263. True revelations from God, 263. A night we won't forget, 263. Jesus Christ reincarnated, 263. Truth is a force of nature, 263. All is all or not at all, 263. Stop playing the victim, 263. Star Scrunt dead in the eye, 263. Clean the swamp, so moat it be. So moat it be, 263. Damn, that's amazing, Shelly. I can't believe you were able to get that. Last dance on motocross track, 316. Crash helmet, 112. Roger at Meadow Valley is 222. Damn, that is not good. That is not good. 222. JFK Jr. didn't wreck at MV is also 222. So Roger at Meadow Valley 222. JFK Jr. didn't wreck at Meadow Valley 222. That's bad. That is bad sign there. MBP body double wrecked Q 222. Woo! Uh-oh. Negative 48 plus dirt bike equals negative 6 feet under. I got you. MBP Michael Brian Protzman body double wrecked Q 222. He's not breathing 165. Connect the dots 165. Your father is 165. The God of creation 165. Behold, Jesus is back 165. Jesus loves me 165. Love you too 165. Soul of Christ 165. God can do all things 165. Peace is the Prince 165. Love never fails 165. It's in your face 165. It's biblical, y'all. Where we go one, we go all. Hallelujah, amen. MBP's 911 accident is fake 171. MBP set a trap for Kelly E 240. Car boot lock validation, but you got to spell car with a K. Car boot lock violation. You got to spell car with a K 240 as well. Same as trap for Kelly. And it says 2023 Karma, Karma, which is a Twitter account we all follow. And it says Karma's a bitch equals 115. We all remember the month Shelley said members of the negative crew were going to Gitmo. Hashtag expose Michael Brian Protzman. Now, Karma has been I hate this new X logo for Twitter. Does anybody like this? You know how it used to be a little bird? I don't know if you guys know this. It's an X now. And when you have a tab, see, look up here at the top. When you have a tab, it's just a little fucking X. I hate it. I fucking hate it. So Karma is someone we actually watch, or I check on her stuff. I would like to have her on the show sometime. She was 2022 Karma, and now she's 2023 Karma, and she covers a lot of these people. After the passing of Michael Brian Protzman, the Negative 48 saga has seemingly concluded. At 2022 Karma joins me to discuss many twists and turns of JFK obsessed. Numerology MAGA cult. Let's see if we can listen to some of this. I like Karma. I don't know. I don't want to open Spotify. I just want to listen. I don't know how long it is.
Hey y'all, what's up? October 20, but NK48 himself abruptly died. What will happen to this group now that their leader is gone is not clear. But for now, Karma is here to...
Karma, I actually like Karma, okay? She shares a bunch of stuff on her Twitter account. If you want to follow her, she's at, I think it's 2022 Karma is her use. Yeah, at 2022_Karma. And she covers a lot of these cult people with just through Twitter. I don't think she does videos or nothing like that. She does Twitter stuff and shares videos all the time.
Bring us up to date on the unfoldings 1 year.
How are you?
I'm very well. So great to speak to you again. It's been a while, but yeah.
You guys hear
God, where do we even begin? Last time we spoke, you were giving us the whole
car boot
spiel about the Negative 48.
Everything around me comes back together. Okay, it has to happen twice. What do they call it? What do they call it when it happens twice? What do they call it when it happens twice, chat? You know.
QAnon adjacent cult that is obsessed with gematria, numerology, and that group.
You guys know I used to try to race motocross. Yeah, I wasn't ever good at it. Never had any sponsors or nothing, just local. But I used to ride all the time. I love riding a dirt bike. The reason I got away from it is because I got kids, right? I got rid of the bike when me and Mariah, we had been married and we're having a kid on the way. And I thought, well, we'll get four-wheelers someday. And we never really have. We've rode four-wheelers, but we've never really gotten one. But I'd like to have one again someday.
Group has taken a weird twist ending, I suppose.
I think I've told the story.
What's happened?
Race a little bit.
I think there's been lots of twists and turns.
It's a delta.
Oh, I'm here for it all.
Especially over the last 7 months, there's definitely been lots of twists and turns. I mean, I somehow became a huge part of this group. You know, I've been tracking them and watching them since it all started.
By the way, he's out though. He's out cold, 289.
And Negative decided somewhere
they're blaming karma for having something to do with it.
Along the line early this year that, he would include me in his narrative. So I actually pointed out to them and even posted a picture at the time because he was saying that I was, a robot or I was, AI or, my picture wasn't real, and he was claiming all this stuff. And I ended up posting a picture with me holding a piece of paper up with the actual date to say, hey, this is really me. And all of a sudden, it took this weird turn.
Get it?
Yeah.
I became JFK.
Yes.
You're JFK? JFK Jr. or JFK?
They decided she was JFK and she was just doing this as a joke, and they started decoding all her posts.
Okay. The
JFK.
JFK? Okay. Makes sense. Yeah.
I've been able to prove mathematically who the president is. That's who Karma is. That's who's running Karma's channel. Nobody goes and gets every tweet, from Twitter back on my permanently closed. Yeah. You can't get shit off. Yeah.
Right.
Karma's going back.
Hey, bullshit, if you're still here, recognize this. Somebody needs this.
When I was negative 47 at negative 47, before I realized what my name was going to be, because Trump started. I got another Twitter account. Well, you don't think Trump got kicked off of Twitter. Trump didn't get kicked off of Twitter. You're a dumbass if you think the president gets kicked off of Twitter. He had multiple Twitter accounts, and one of them was Day One Trumpet at Day One J Trumpet. The capital letters D1T is 25 Jack, and D1JT, where the capital letters numbers, that's 10 more because J is 10, that's 35. Now, JFK was the 35th president, and they called him Jack because that's who I was talking to. So, that's also Karma.
Makes
Karma's
sense.
a bitch 115, the anointed 115. A trump card 115, the anointed 115. Heaven's King 115, the anointed 115. So that's what I'm working with.
So it got, and I kind of, and this is, it kind of took a real turn because I was like, okay, what do? I tried to actually show that I wasn't, and this has taken a completely different turn than what I expected it to go down. I just didn't see that one coming at all.
I mean, how could you? It's crazy.
No. So I decided to, I guess, let him dig his own hole. And rather than me, because I knew it didn't matter what I said if I came out and posted, well, I'm not JFK, which I did in various ways, but, he would just continually spin it. So I decided that, well, it's not worth my time bothering.
A bunch of housewives that followed him around, left their husbands, left their kids and grandkids behind, and just started following him around for toilet paper parties in hotels and seeing Michael Jackson in Dallas.
To, prove that I'm not.
People are like, you're cynical. He was still a man, blah, blah, blah. I'm glad he's fucking dead. I don't know what to tell you. I'm glad he's fucking dead. Does that make me the asshole? Probably. Still glad. Smiling.
Because at the end of the day, he's just going to spin whatever I do or say. So I decided, okay, I'm going to let him dig this
Pictures
hole.
of that creepy
And
fucking doll, yeah.
dig it. He did. I started to change my locations on my profile while they were in Dallas. Now that picture I posted with the actual date on it. He then chose that, like, sort of spun the date around a little bit and chose that date to call them all back to Dallas and say it was happening again.
Oh, wow. Okay. So he just used the numbers in your date, spun it around a bit, and was like, this is actually the prophecy. He's coming back. So, I mean, from the outside, I was watching this kind of unfold. I mean, it really did seem like he was obsessed with you. It was very much constantly posting gematria, decoding things involving your name. And there was a lot of, like, aggressive kind of language towards you. And
oh, yeah. I am who I am. But yet you're going to believe karma. People around the country are going to believe this stock photo person that nobody's ever seen over a U.S. citizen, just like you or the family members that are talking bad about me. And he's getting everybody to take a position, and they're going to be embarrassed about the position they took. That they believe this entity that nobody even knows over their own relatives that they've known for decades, some their whole lives, and they're trying to tell you who this Michael Protzman character is, but you won't listen, but you'll listen to this stock photo person on the internet. Well, everything on the internet's real and true, so I can believe it. What happened to, you don't believe anything on the internet? We get stuff on the internet. Well, it's on the internet. Well, it only suits them when it's karma talking shit about Michael. Then it's real news.
Yeah, it's pretty confusing how. I mean, I just don't even understand. JFK is the second coming of Christ. Then all of a sudden, you're a horrible person that's trying to destroy us. Now you're JFK, so they're worshiping you. Like what?
Yes. It really, like, went down this road that I just did not see coming at all. Like, I mean, I thought, okay, well, I'll change my location to Dallas, and I would put in, Dallas or somewhere in Dallas.
Ooh, saddlebags work multiple ways, like you old saddlebag. I get it. I see what you did there. Let's go back to our account. According to Pepe, Obama's chef would be alive. According to Pepe, Obama's chef would be alive if Trump had arrested Obama while Trump was in office. QAnon loves talking about all their terrible things their enemies supposedly do, but they never bring up the fact that he should have been stopped years ago. And we get these posts. I'm sorry, but the story is he lost his balance and went into the water and then drowned. No blunt force trauma, no reason for drowning. Well, he can't swim very well. And tidal waters, it's hard to do. Official report is claiming he drowned in 8 foot of water, and the average depth of the pond is 4 foot deep. Campbell's body was found at about 100 feet from shore at a depth of 8 feet, according to state police. Well, that doesn't mean that's where he died, but yeah. The pond has an average of depth of 3 to 4.3 feet, but people can drown in far shallower water so long as their mouth and nose are submerged, said Tom Gill, Vice President of the United States Life Saving Association. It doesn't even take 8 feet of water. It doesn't even take a foot of water. It can take as little as like a couple of inches of water to drown in, if you're face down. But still, that doesn't matter. The guy died and couldn't swim. Or couldn't swim well. Fox News paid Dominion nearly $1 billion, and Rudy is now admitting he lied about the Georgia election. By the way, Rudy Giuliani, who's being sued for slander, libel, defamation, is now admitting that he lied. Remember when I told you that people that you thought you could trust, like Sidney Powell, Rudy Giuliani, Mike Flynn, came out and just fucking lied? And because people thought they could trust them, because they thought no one would come out and ruin their career like this, just lying. And they showed you half videos and bullshit things that people believed it. I told everybody that. I told everybody, like, hey, even at the beginning, I was like, hell, I need to look into this. What are they talking about, this video and these suitcase ballots and this and that and the other? It was because it was people that we thought we could trust, that not so much that they were trustworthy people, but who would come out and lie about this? They'll be sued. They'll be pariahs. They'll be ran off the fucking internet. There'll be people coming after them. We didn't think they'd lie about it. Rudy Giuliani is now admitting that he lied about them, but it didn't affect them like negatively or financially. So that's how he's trying to get away with this. He lied about election workers, but please tell me how the plan is moving along. Let me see if I can find this. Giuliani admits lie about Georgia election. This is in his own case. Rudy Giuliani has conceded that he made public comments falsely claiming two Georgia election workers committed ballot fraud during the 2020 presidential race, but is arguing that the statements were protected by the First Amendment. He's admitting that he lied about these motherfuckers. These were the election workers in Georgia where they said, oh, they rolled out this box of ballots from underneath and they double counted the Joe Biden ballots and this person's doing this person's doing that. And let's look into their background and they're Antifa members and they're this and they're that. He's admitting he fucking lied about it all. Is this part of the plan? Is this part of the plan? Yeah, I mean, people do stupid stuff on the water all the time. Can barely swim, don't wear a life jacket, fall off a boat and drown. People do stupid stuff on the water all the time. They get too comfortable, I think, without being able to swim or take care of themselves. The assertion by Giuliani, who's part of Donald Trump's legal team, tried to overturn the results in battleground states, came in filing Tuesday in a lawsuit by Ruby Freeman and Wandria Shea Moss. Their lawsuit from December 2021 accuses the former New York City mayor of defaming them by falsely stating that they had engaged in fraud while counting ballots at State Farm Arena in Atlanta. The lawsuit says Giuliani repeatedly debunked claims that Freeman and Moss, mother and daughter, pulled out suitcases of illegal ballots and committed other acts of fraud to try to alter the outcome of the race. Now, he's admitted that's a lie now. In his own court case where he could say whatever the fuck he wants, he's like, oh, yeah, I made up a lie about that. So it seems like what actually happened is the cases under the table were like a buffer. So regularly they stacked these cases under the table, under all the tables, and they regularly brought new boxes to them. But when they got backed up or less workers and they didn't bring you a box, you pulled a box out from under the table, counted it, went back to your thing. Next time there might be a box there delivered to you, or you might have to get a table box. And this was a normal thing. They kept calling it suitcases, but it was actually the boxes that all the ballots were in. They weren't suitcases under there. They were like Pelican boxes, and all the ballots were in Pelican boxes. The assertion by Giuliani, who is part of Trump's legal team, blah, 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 and engaged in fraud while counting ballots at State Farm. Lawsuit says Giuliani repeatedly debunked claims that Freeman and Moss, mother and daughter, pulled out suitcases of illegal ballots and committed other acts of fraud to try to alter the outcome of the race. Though Giuliani is not disputing that the statements were false, he does not concede that they caused any damage to Freeman or Moss. Now, that's bullshit. These people had death threats. I saw people saying, we need to investigate them. We need to show up at their fucking house. They ought to be hanged. They ought to be tried for treason. That distinction is important because the plaintiffs in a defamation lawsuit must prove not only that a statement made about them was false, but it also resulted in actual damage. Moss told the U.S. House Committee investigation of the Capitol riot that her life was shattered by the false accusations. She said she received hateful and racist messages, some wishing death upon me, telling me that I'll be in jail with my mother, and saying things like, be glad it's 2020 and not 1920. Freeman said in her testimony, there's nowhere I feel safe. Giuliani's statement was attached to a filing arguing that he did not fail to produce evidence in the case and should not be sanctioned as Freeman and Moss had requested. While Giuliani does not admit the plaintiff's allegations, he, for the purpose of this litigation, does not contest the factual allegations, the filing said. Giuliani and political advisor Ted Goodman said in an email Wednesday that the filing was made in order to move on to the portion of the case that will permit a motion to dismiss. Michael Gottlieb, a lawyer for Freeman and Moss, said in an emailed statement that Giuliani is conceding what we have always known to be true. Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss honorably performed their civic duties of the 2020 presidential election in full compliance with law, and the allegations of the election fraud he and the former President Trump made against them have been false since day one. Certain issues, including damages, still have to be decided by the court, Gottlieb said. Freeman and Moss are pleased with his major milestone in their fight for justice and look forward to presenting what remains of this case at trial. Freeman and Moss filed a motion this month alleging that Giuliani had failed to take any steps to preserve relevant electronic evidence. They know such evidence exists because other people provided it to them, their filing says. They asked U.S. District Judge Beryl Howell in Washington to impose sanctions. In the court filings, lawyer for Giuliani argued that his client did not fail to preserve or destroy any electronic evidence because all pertinent documents were seized by the government and were in their possession, custody, or control. The federal government had not executed search warrants at Giuliani's home, or had executed search warrants at Giuliani's home and office in a separate case in New York, and had seized his electronic devices. The records that Moss and Freeman said were not produced, quote, have not been in the possession of Giuliani since their seizure in April 2021, according to the court filing, and therefore it is physically impossible for him to have destroyed the evidence. Moss had worked for the Fulton County Elections Department since 2012 and supervised the absentee ballot operation in the 2020 election. Freeman was a temporary election worker, verifying signatures and absentee ballots and preparing them to be counted and processed. Giuliani and others alleged during a Georgia legislative subcommittee hearing in December 2020 that surveillance video from State Farm Arena showed the election workers committing election fraud. As those allegations circulated online, the two women said they suffered intense harassment, both in person and online. Moss detailed her experiences in an emotional testimony before the members of Congress investigating the Capitol insurrection. The Jan 6 committee also played the video testimony from Freeman during the hearing in June 2022. So he's admitting to this now, and people are still believing it, that he lied about it, that he lied to your fucking face, that he told you what you were seeing in a video that looked kind of weird, right? While were some ballots stored on the table, that was it right there, right? That was fucking the cheating that happened in Georgia, and he's admitting it's a lie. Oh God, what is this one? Hello, I'm Karma, the universe's way of saying, let's see how the fuck you like it. I'm the face of a woman who's pretending, or who's been interfering with the plan, confusing patriots in search for the truth. I purposely harassed Negative 48 and his followers to deceive and confuse. These are the memes that Shelly makes now, because that's cool. He's out though. He's out cold, 289. Comatose vertical meat suit, 289. What the fuck? They just put in anything to make it make work. Or they added a Q to it just to make it add up right. One of them says comatose vertical meat suit. Oh, she's in a live stream. Hold on. That was Shelly right there. See what she says. Big Dig Daddy from Cincinnati, 231. Oh, they didn't hear me. Y'all can't hear that? Hold on. Can you hear it now? Hold on. Wait till they talk.
It's in the license plate 231.
My shit. All they're doing is going over gematria. I was eating a breadstick.
I'm the 7.7
She's
billion
solving this mystery.
to one guy, 231. The calm before the storm, 231. My dad died in the back seat of a car, 231. Power back to the people, 231. Gematria numbers are fun, 231. Jesus numbers
from Cincinnati,
are fun,
231. Big Dick Daddy from Cincinnati, 231.
Ooh, Jesus Christ, baptism, 231.
I eat corn the long way, 231. I eat corn the long way, 231. The long way, 231. They're all going through lists of gematria and just reading them out when they get one that hits 231. What a fucking idiot. Know them by their fruit. So this is, he's out though, he's out cold, 289. Comatose vertical meat suit, 289. There's no escape for the wicked, 289. Know them by their fruits, 289. The fake media tried to stop us, 289. It's wrong, it's repugnant, 289. If you want to understand, 289, follow the yellow brick road, 289. He is a tower of salvation, 289. Winning, winning, and winning, 289. Good things are going to happen, 289. It is in your face, 165. Love never fails, 165. Ooh, that's deep. Love never fails. Dated 48 posts. This is a post she's sharing. JFK Jr. is and has been the 19th vice president since 7/4/2020. And Brandon is the 19th president and has been since July 4th, 2020. Joe Biden is dead. If Q wanted to go faster, it would. It is going exactly at the speed it needs to, and the final date was picked out a long time ago, so enjoy the spring and summer and start paying close attention for a finish after they are over. By the way, he's made so much money, they had that Airbnb music video. Do you guys remember that? The big Airbnb music video they made? On an expensive-ass fucking house. What chat is it? The Remnant Room. REMNANT, Remnant Room, ROOM. The fake media tried to stop us, 289. The Holy Bride, St. Mary Magdalene, 289. Follow her over the rainbow, 289. Excellent, number 29, not on that MVM track, 357. 911 call, fake news, 222. Let's have a little fun, 212. None of these even relate to anything. What the fuck is... She shares this. This is fucking Monty Python. Are you shitting me? What's the speed of an unladen swallow? Oh, it stole some footage from Barstool Sports. I didn't know that. I just saw him in this fucking mansion with a bunch of magazines and stupid shit.
What knight lives in that castle over there? I'm 37. What? I'm 37. I'm not old. Well, I can't just call you man. You could say Dennis. I didn't know you were called Dennis. Well, you didn't bother to find out, did you? I did say sorry about the old woman, but from behind you looked... What I object to is you automatically treat me like an inferior. Well, I am king. Oh, king, eh? Very nice. And how'd you get that, eh? By exploiting the workers. By hanging on to outdated imperialist dogma which perpetuates the economic and social differences in our society. If there's ever going to be any progress...
So gardening, what they do is, let's say, like, follow the yellow brick road is like 137. They'll type in 137 and see other things that are there. And there'll be some, like one that Yori just mentioned is Satan's Little Helper was 216. -48 is 216. So they won't read Satan's Little Helper. They'll find stuff that sounds good. Like everything equals a number. They're just adding up, like A is 1, B is 2, blah, blah, and they just add all the letters up. And they'll pick ones that they think fit their stupid little narrative and throw out ones that don't fit anything.
Some lovely filth down here. Oh, How do you do, good lady? I am Arthur, King of the Britons. Whose castle is that?
King of the who?
The Britons.
Who are the Britons?
Well, we all are. We are all Britons. And I am your king.
I didn't know we had a king. I thought we were an autonomous collective.
You're fooling yourself. We're living in a dictatorship, a self-perpetuating autocracy in which the working classes...
Oh, there you go, bringing class into it again.
Well, that's what it's all about. If only people would...
Please,
good people, I am in haste. Who lives in that castle?
No one lives there.
Then who is your lord?
We don't have a lord.
What? I told you, we're an anarcho-syndicalist commune. We take it in turns to act as a sort of executive officer for the week.
Yes.
But all the decisions of that officer have to be ratified at a special bi-weekly meeting.
Yes, I see.
By a civil
The constitutional
majority in the
peasants.
case of purely internal affairs.
Be quiet.
But by a 2/3 majority in the case of more...
Be quiet. I order you to be quiet. Order? Who does he think he is?
I am your king.
Well, I didn't vote for you.
You don't vote for kings.
Well, how do you become king, then?
The Lady of the Lake, her arm clad in the purest shimmering samite, held aloft Excalibur from the bosom of the water, signifying by divine providence that I, Arthur, was to carry Excalibur. That is why I'm your king. Listen, strange women lying in ponds distributing swords is no basis for a system of government. Supreme executive power derives from a mandate from the masses, not from some farcical aquatic ceremony.
Be quiet.
Oh, but you can't expect to wield supreme executive power just because some watery tart threw a sword at you.
Shut up!
I mean, if I went round saying I was an emperor just because some moistened bint had lobbed a scimitar at me, they'd put me away.
Shut up! Will you shut up?
Ah, now we see the violence inherent in the system.
Shut up!
Oh, come and see the violence inherent in the system. Help, help, I'm being repressed.
Bloody peasant!
Oh, what a giveaway. Did you hear that? Did you hear that, eh? That's what I'm on about. Do you see him repressing me? You saw it, did
Bloody peasant. So here we got some more. John F. Kennedy Jr. is MVP. Michael Brown Parchman 218. 218 was Jr.'s plan all along, 218. JFK Jr. again, 218 spelled out, 218. JFK Jr. Senior again is the Q plan, 218. Where we go one, we go all, 218. The storm of the century is coming. These people are so fucking crazy. I don't know. I don't even fucking know. I don't know. 187 is for the red tie key, 218. Shelly Molinax, 187. Michael Mary, Minnesota, 218. QMBP picked admin Shelly, 218. Michael has protected Sam, 218. JFK Jr. again, 218 equals 218. 187 is all Q, 218. You get it yet? Stuff adds up. Simplify or ordinal, or simplified. Type in Shelly Mullinax and tell me what it says. Mullinax. Mullinax. Shelly, Shelly. And tell me what numbers you get. I just explained the numbers like 2 minutes ago. You're probably going to look at simplified, but it's just called ordinal on most websites. But some websites call it simplified, I think. There's ordinal, reduction, which means you're subtracting them from some other number. Reverse, where you like or add them up in reverse. So like Z equals 1, A equals 26. However many letters there are on the alphabet. You have a reverse reduction where you do it and you subtract every other letter. And then you have keypad, which would be like if you do like the old texting, which is like 1 is ABC, 2 is DEF, all those. The storm of the century is coming. I wish I would have read that before that tree fell. I could have known. I clicked on view rude words. Oh, no. Shelly Mullinax, 8675309. Nope, they're even bigger. It's a conspiracy that he got killed now. It's time for Shelly. It's time, Shelly Gray, 227. Good Lord. This isn't going to be good. This tweet has been deleted, 238. Storm tweets coming, 238. After Queen Elizabeth death, 238. Well, it's been a while since she died. Twinkies, 238. Return all trafficked children to their families, 446. My fellow Americans, the storm is upon us, 446. Fudge cakes, 446. Hey, Mike, why are you lying to these people and taking their money? Hey, Mike, why are you lying to these people and taking their money? At Vincent M. Dunn Sr., go troll elsewhere. Hey, Mike, why are you lying to these people and taking their money? Hey, Mike, somebody's trolling Mike. Hello, thank you for all your information. What time did it start, please? Admins did the same thing to us from her channel, Remnant Room, deleting my messages and blocking people simply for asking questions. Does he have something to hide? You were banned from live chat, so she just got banned from Mike Penny's chat. Apparently, they claim Mike's lying to people, but they're telling the truth. That the veil be lifted from the eyes of the ignorant, Lord, let them see. That's from a Twitter account, apparently. They share a bunch of Trump photos. These people are fucking nut jobs, dude. Nut jobs. Hold on to your hats, my Texans. This is from Too Tall RN, which is a Q account. And it says, hold on to your hats, my Texans. Thread coming later. We are saving Israel for last because USA Lim, Jerusalem / Texas. Israel is America. History is all a lie. The Alamo in San Antonio was the temple that Jesus would rebuild. Ever wonder why so many biblical names in Texas? Remember, at Flotus, Alamo, Mount Rushmore. So they're claiming now that Israel's actually in Texas and that the Alamo was the temple mound that's going to be rebuilt. And why are there so many places in Texas and every other state in the world that are named biblically? Because there's a lot of Christians around at one time and they got to name everything. So there you go. Cream Pies, 069. I'm going to go home and put a load in Mariah, I think. A load of compliments, guys. Get your mind out of the fucking gutter. I wonder if they'll let me speak in this motherfucker. I doubt it. All right, guys. Shelley is trying to claim that karma had something to do with it and that Michael Brian Protzman was assassinated. She even claims she's never shown a screenshot, but she received a text from a number she didn't recognize that said Michael has been taken care of. Not that that means he's been taken to the hospital and they're taking care of him, but that someone killed him. And who was it that did it? Well, the guy who owns a motorsports park that he died on a motorcycle at his park. There you go. Tennessee Cream, 069. Thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate it. I kind of rambled tonight, but I had fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for the dono clips that came in. A couple donations that came in. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I've been so busy this week. I don't think it'll be like this for long. Just trying to catch up on some stuff that's behind. I've got Patreon shows to make up. I've got more shows to do. I canceled a show last night and just fucked around on TikTok. Please go follow me on my social media sites, and if you can afford it, contribute to the show. When and if you can, we'd greatly appreciate it. So that does make you an Israeli? Yeah. I can see your nose from here. Oh, that's Jewish. I don't know. Israeli? Maybe. Thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to hop off here. I got to go get some rest. I did get some extra rest last night. I'm going to go get some more now. I am in sleep debt. So thank you guys for joining us. I'm going to hop off here. Love you. See you. Bye. Have a good night. Don't do anything that Michael Brian Protzman wouldn't do, including dying at a motocross track to save the world from himself. Have a good one, guys. Pancakes 128.
But I can tell you this about if this douche.
I had fun. I hope you guys did. I know I kind of rambled a little bit, but
don't have
whatever.
Fork and balls to call out the people on this planet by name and tell them exactly who.
Papa needs a hair straightener. I don't know about a hair straightener. I'm gonna go home and be a toe curler for Mariah and curl them fucking toes up.
Here we go. I think I started some shit. Listen off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best. You know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit.
There's a lot of TikTokers coming out saying, due to the artifacts found, that the U.S. is Egypt. It's not.
And they say
of course it's not.
Well, listen, bitch, I came equipped with a quick wit and a 6 cents for the stupid shit. Where my true believers? Y'all need Jesus. Praise the Lord, head to the extreme. All these false fucking prophets.
Yeah, I like it. I like it to be kind of a variety show. I know there's a lot of people that don't even watch unless I cover Phil. I can obviously see it on my Rumble numbers especially, but I like it to be like weird stuff we found on the internet we can all laugh at.
Be your huckleberry, I can quench that thirst. Baby eating lizard people, alien sex. What's next? Trump and
MVP is dead as fuck. 169.
the best climbing up 5G towers. Cause you
Rap 169.
superpowers.
If you put enough A's in it.
Yo, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. I used to find clues too when I was high on shrooms. I found myself a tunnel that led to Jason Q's bedroom. Open his closet, I found some of his meat rockets. I strapped him to my shoes and then I flew through the roof. I found myself in orbit strapped to an F-16. High on amphetamine, with Trump in between. Put on a light coat of baby oil and saluted the troops. He tapped me on the shoulder and said, "This is gonna be it." Whoa, wait. Stop. What? I'll get my files. Wait, what are you doing? It's it. Stop. Hold on. Fucking stop. Dude, come on. Seriously.
Have a good night, everybody.
Give me
See you on the next one.
God.